Welcome to one of the grammar English lesson on tenses from AC. Today we want to talk about one of the tenses that's called present perfect tense. First of all, let's come to what does present perfect tense mean. First of all, present perfect tense shows an action that we did in the past but the effect is in present. Present perfect tense means zaman hal kamil. In our own native languages, there are different sentences that we use them when the time is unclear or unspecific. We use present perfect tense. Let's come to our own language. For example, we say من نان خوردیم، ما کار خانگی خود انجام دادیم، ما کارهای زیادی را انجام دادیم. These all sentences are present perfect tense. Why these are called present perfect? Because the time is unclear or unspecific. And here, let's come to use of present perfect tense. And here we have a timeline. It means our action happened in the past, but the result or the effect is in present. Because of this reason, we called it present perfect tense. As you know, there are different uses of every tenses. Today we want to talk about uses of present perfect tense one by one. The first use of present perfect tense is completed action at any specific time. It means when you want to talk about our actions in the past, but the time is unclear or unspecific, or the time is not very important, in here we should use present perfect tense. For example, students have attended to the class. In here, the action is very important. We want to talk about the action, not about the time of that. In here, we must not use the time. Because it is written unspecific, we should not specify our time. The next one, she has been very busy. The action is very important in here. The result is very important, not the time of that. In these sentences, we use present perfect tense. It was the first usage. Let's come to second usage of present perfect tense. What is the second usage? Repetition of an action in the past. It means we want to talk about our actions in the past, but the repetition of actions in the past, in here we should use present perfect tense. For example, he has played piano several times. In here we have a word that is several. This word several shows that our action repeated in the past, but in unclear time, in unspecific time. Ahmad has been sick twice in this month. It means Ahmad was sick. Twice, it means it shows the repetition of his action. Let's come to third usage of present perfect. The third usage is an action started in the past comes to present, may or may not go to future. When we want to talk about our action in the past and it's continuing present, it will go to future or not, it will not go. In here we should use present perfect tense. Mostly in this usage we should use from since and for. Let's come to the uses or the differences between since and for. Where we should use since in our sentences and where we should use for in our sentences. The first use of since. Since is starting part of an action. It means when you want to talk about the time of an action that we started, in here we should use since. He has left in Afghanistan since 1990. It means in this sentence, he started living in 1990. It is the time that he started his action. In here we should use since. The second is use of for. For is for duration of an action, or we can say for period of an action. We don't want to talk about the period of our action, and here we should use for. Sarah has been a manager for 15 years. It means it is about 15 years that Sarah works as a manager, and here we should use present perfect tense. The fourth use of present perfect tense, completed action in the past but the effect is in present. When you want to talk about our action in the past but the effect or result is in present, and here we should use present perfect. For example, she has written a letter. It means she did this action in the past, but the effect is in present. Now we have the letter for her. In here, we should use present perfect. The second sentence, Samir has polished his shoes. Now, Samir's shoes are very shiny or very flashy. We see his shoes. In here, it is present perfect because the effect is in present. And next one, mostly we use in present perfect tense been and gone. Let's come to differences between been and gone. In which sentences we should use been and which sentences we should use gone. First, been when someone has visited a place and returned back. When you want to talk about someone that went somewhere and he came back, in here we should use been. Muhammad has been to Kandahar. It means Muhammad went to Kandahar. Now he lives in Afghanistan. The next one is gone. When someone is currently at a place. When someone went somewhere and he didn't come again, in here we should use gone. They have gone to Balkh. It means in this sentence they are in Balkh now also. In here we should use gone. As you know, in every tense we have structure. The structures are something that we can form our sentences according to them. There are three structures: the positive structure, negative, and interrogative structure. Before coming to structures, in present perfect tense, we should use have and has plus past participle form of the verb, or it's called third form of the verb. As you know, they are about first form of the verb, second form, third form, and ing form of the verb. In present perfect tense, we should use third form of the verb, that's called past participle form of the verb. But before past participle form of the verb, we should use have and has. Like this sentence, my teacher has sent the files. My teacher has sent the files. In here we do not have any time. Why? Because we studied in present perfect tense. We must not clear, we must not specify the time. The negative form, just in negative form, add not after have and has. Subject plus have and has plus not plus third form of the verb plus complement. Let's change this sentence to negative. My teacher has not sent the files. The question form, just bring the auxiliary form of our sentence at the beginning of the sentence. What is the auxiliary verb in here? Have and has. Let's change it. Have and has plus subject plus third form of the verb plus complement. Just be careful about the punctuations of your sentences. When it is question, we should put a question mark at the end of our sentence. Let's change it to question. Has my teacher sent the files? It is the question form. And here we use have and has. Let's come to differences between have and has and the uses of them. The first we have and has. These are the auxiliary forms of the verb that we use it for present perfect. Have is mostly, it is for plural subject. When our subjects are plural, we should use have. What are the plural subjects? We, you, they, I, and also the names that are plural. For example, there are 2, 3, Ahmad and Ali. In here we should use have. The next one is has. Has is for singular subject. When our subject is singular, we should use have. What are the singular subject? He, she, it. And also when it is one person, Ahmad, Ali, in here we should use has. In this part, we want to talk about contraction forms of auxiliary verb with the verb. And here we have I have visited. This I with have, we have a contraction form of that. I've visited. See, the pronunciation is a little different. I have visited, I've visited. The next one with has. How we can contract it with has? She has cooked, she's cooked. See, she has, she's. She has cooked, she's cooked. The next one, this is the positive form of that. Let's come to the negative contraction. We have not worked. And here just be careful about it. In positive form, we contract the have with subject pronoun, but in negative form, we cannot contract subject with have or has. We should contract them with not. We have not worked, we haven't worked. We have not, we haven't. The next one, he has not studied, he hasn't studied. There is a common mistake in English in present perfect. What is the common mistake? And here we have a sentence. Habib has called his mother yesterday. What do you think about this sentence? Is it a correct sentence? No. Why it is not correct? Because in here our sentence is present perfect, but we have a time in here, we have a clear time. We talked about it, that when we use present perfect, we should not use a specific time. But in here we have yesterday. Yesterday, it is a specific time. Mostly we use a specific time in past tense, not in present perfect tense. Just be careful about it. Habib has called his mother yesterday. It's incorrect sentence. But the correct one is Habib has called his mother. Now this sentence is correct. Thank you so much for your watching. If you have any question, any suggestion, just go to the comments and write your suggestion, write your questions. Wish you best of luck. Have a nice time.